9 reasons men are running away from you as a young lady. Yes, and even as a single mother, you want to remarry. These are the 9 reasons these men run away from you. I hope you are going to listen to the end and see anywhere you are faulty so that you will be able to amend it. Let's go there.
9 reasons why men are avoiding you or running away from you. Number 1, you are too desperate. Desperation is something that men can smell from a mile away. They know how to sense when a woman is very, very desperate. When we say you're desperate, it means that you're just generally so intense and obsessed with trying to convince this man to choose you as his life partner or as the perfect choice for him. So you go on to do a lot of things, you just do a lot. You do too much. As a lady, you should know that a relationship is just an addition to who you are. A relationship is not your whole life. But a lot of you, the way you carry on about this love, marriage, relationship, you act as though this is the thing that will make you complete. Without this thing, you're not fine. You need a man. And so you're doing a lot. You're going out of your way to try to convince a man to choose you. You're not supposed to beg for love. Once you start begging for love, automatically, that love you're begging for loses its value. And when you beg for love, I mean, hello, what you beg for, when it comes, most of the time, because you beg for it, it seems as though it wasn't given out of free will. So even you would doubt that love that was given to you, the one that you begged to have. Do you understand what I mean? So as a lady, desperation doesn't look good on you at all. So number 2, you are too flashy. You're just too flashy. Now, yeah, there's some example from way back that I would like to talk about, but I feel like these things to me doesn't really make sense, but it can at least give you an insight to what I'm trying to explain. You remember that time when we were growing up, you see some elderly people who tell young girls, don't live alone, even if you have the money to live alone, stay with your parents, don't buy that expensive car, don't act like you have too much money so that the men will not run away. So most of the time, men are intimidated by women that are very, very flashy. So you may not necessarily have like expensive outfits or, some women just like noise. Like they just want to wear very shine clothes. Their makeup here very heavy. Go out of their way to look very extravagant. And most of the time, the reason why men don't like this kind of ladies is because they fear that the competition level will be too high. So you're already very flashy. So the way you're attracting them is the way they will feel like, okay, you're attracting like a million other guys. And most men, they don't like to fight or they don't like to feel like, oh, I'm coming here to come and struggle this woman with 1 million guys. There will be a lot on her case. I beg, make I just generally leave her. This kind of woman no go get 1 or 2 guys where they look how it will be like 1 million. Let me just leave her generally. I cannot struggle. I don't know how to struggle. I don't know how to overconvince her, So, and then another thing again is a real man. We're not talking of all these boys and toys and funny people that used to go around and be acting a fool of themselves. Real men like to go where they add value. So when they feel like you have it all, you get everything for this life, there's nothing they can add to you again. They will just generally avoid you. That's why you see some men are, let me use the word foolish enough. They are so foolish that they can afford to go to the village to go and look for someone that they feel they want to add value to. These ones, I feel like they're not enlightened. But truth be told, naturally, a man goes where he's needed, where he feels like he can add value. So, they always have this superhero thingy going on. Oh, I came, I rescued her. So, and then there's one thing I also want to let you know, ladies. When you put on all this very, very flashy kind of hair, you do some kind of makeup, you wear some kind of outrageous looking things to just, be attractive. Do you know that most times it puts men off? These things, most times you even do say, it's even ladies that used to notice that, oh, this hair is this hair, or that hair. Most men don't even know the difference between very expensive hair and very cheap hair. Just look neat, look moderate, look sharp, look good. The idea of busy looking at your shape, Sebon. They are not even looking at, sometimes they have cropped up. This one, my sister, the things that this man is focused on, you'll be so surprised. You'll be so surprised. Number 3, the reason why men may be avoiding you or running away from you is because you are too troublesome. Oh my goodness. Some of you ladies like trouble and fight. Hell, you literally live for wahala. Like if there's no wahala in a day like this, your body no will calm down. You just like ginger. In fact, some people, they like wahala to the extent that they can be on their way. They will see matter where they no supposed to put mouth. You no concern them. They will drop their handbag, remove their hair tie on their waist and go and join that fight. They will go and join. because they just like wahala, they just like trouble. But the problem and the things that we've forgotten is that men generally like to go to where, it's very peaceful. They like to go to where peace is reigning. They don't like trouble. And if it seems like you're someone that is easily, you easily flare up, you like ginger, you like fights, you like wahala, men can just play with you and be going. Nobody wants to keep you and say, okay, this is my lifetime partner, because they don't like stress. They don't like stress. They like peace, always. So as a lady, it's important that you take charge of your emotions. Be more agreeable. You must not quarrel on it. You must not argue. Some arguments are not necessary. You must not get the last word. You must not show that, a person they drag with me. I be loyal, the person don't leave me for argument. Sometimes relax, be more agreeable. Even if what they are saying doesn't make sense, just leave it for them, make peace reign. Do you understand? So relax, anti-tiger, relax. Number 4, the reason why men may be avoiding you or running away from you is because you are too broken. Now, you've gone through a lot in the past. People have, wronged you. Maybe your father wasn't great to your mom, treated you badly. You made up your mind that I'll never look at men the same. You've gone through a lot. Your ex broke your heart. They betrayed you in a way that you never experienced or you never expected. And this has made you broken. It has kept you in a space where you have refused to heal, refused to allow yourself to heal. See, I have talked about this thing before. There is an aura you release. There is an aura you release when you have not allowed yourself to come out of an emotional place in a past relationship. Now, even when a man wants to come to you, that aura is there. That thing, that bubble of sadness is around you. This thing is not something they can literally see most of the time. Sometimes they just feel it. And when they feel it, it pushes them off away from you. Now, another thing I want to capture here is that men I don't know how they love, but their love is not like our love. When we love you as women, we nurture you, we want to heal you, we want to make you better. That is how our love is. Men, they don't love that way. Men don't like stress one bit. They don't want to come and be struggling to try to heal you. When a man comes to you and your emotional baggage is too much, see, it begins to drain him. And once it's draining him, you run away. Small thing, you will start to cry. Small thing, you remember what one person did. When he sneezes, it reminds you of what your ex did in 2029. Everything breaks you, makes you sad, sorrowful. And remember that where there is peace, there is what? Joy. So when there is so much sadness, that place is not peaceful now. God will just calculate how to run for your life. So when you have too much emotional baggage, when you're broken, when you're down, there is just this sadness around you, it will chase men away from you. No matter how much this man wants to stay by your side and heal you, you have to wake up to and struggle and try to make sure that you are healed, that you leave this past in the past. If not, you will keep missing out on extremely wonderful and great men because you have refused to let go of the pain of the past, or you're transferring the aggression and thinking that all men are the same. So one uncle broke my heart, all of you will pay for it. My sister, if you keep that mindset, you would chase away the man that's meant for you. Trust me. Because men, they're not like us. I said it before. We can love you in your brokenness and struggle and stay with you to try to build you and heal you. Men don't have that patience. When once anything emotional, broken, weak, crying, it drains them. And they don't want to be there. They will run. The 5th reason why men are running away from you or avoiding you is that, sister, you are too materialistic. Extremely materialistic. You don't even want to look at the quality of the man. You don't even want to look at the quality of his character. You don't even want to care whether he has a future, a hope. You don't even look at the patterns. Whether he says things and keeps to his words, whether he's really pushing out. You can see that, from the way he's going to do well. You don't care. Your own is you're looking for a ready-made man. And when once you see any man, the next day is your birthday. Every opportunity and way to drag money from his hand. Your sister is sick, school fee. You're just extremely materialistic. And trust me, most men, nobody, in fact, let me not say most men, nobody likes to feel like you are coming to them because you want something from them. When once they feel like, this girl does come for money, well, some of them will give you the little that they can spare, knock you, and they move on. Some will just keep you beside there and say, okay, maybe just the cruise they go, but I know say I don't go marry her. I will always give her the spare cash I can. Then that's for the people that even cuckoo have, but then the ones that don't have, they will just run for their life. So most of the times, when you see people that are extremely materialistic, they don't even have. So they have a lot of unnecessary, financial standard that they have built for them, for the person that should come into their life. But they cannot even reach 10% of the standard that they've built for someone else. So if you're very materialistic, tendencies are that you're going to chase away serious men that actually really want to be with you. 6th reason why men are running away from you or avoiding you is that you are too picky. You alone, the characteristics that you want in one man is what is available in 15 different men. How do you want 15 different men inside of one man? You are too strict with the characteristics, physical, financial, emotional, spiritual. Hell, you've forgotten that human beings, first of all, they come most times in raw form. Yes, when someone really loves you and they have at least the basic things that you need in a decent human being, that person plus the love they have for you will be able to grow into what you even want. But sometimes the things that you're looking for in a human being is unrealistic. Some of you, the way you are so, stuck on the way the man's chest should be, the way his hair should be, the way his beard should be arranged. You're so stuck on maybe height, one very unnecessary thing that is not even the cocoa in the marriage. What has the beard formation on a man's face got to do with his character and his heart and the sweetness or the bitterness of his heart? What? So some of you people, the kind of expectations you have for the man you want to be with is something that you will never find in any man. So because you're carrying that eye and going around, you cannot see. When the small one wake on your way, you look and you go tell and the one we miss how Kelly go and everything, it will run, go. So you do this, you chase away the people that are meant for you, the ones that cannot even live up to the standard, they run. So when you're too picky as a lady, you have to be careful so you don't chase away the one for you, because trust me, in fact, I have realized something. Most of the time, you see that thing used to say, my spec. See, it is even better for your spec to be in character than in physicality, because most of the time, we don't even get married to our spec. Most of the time, your spec that has the physical attributes that you really, really want in a human being, your partner, your life partner. When you meet those people that have that physical spec, character-wise, they are zero. Rubbish, jaga, majority of the time. People that actually marry their real spec physically and are having peace, the percentage is small. Go and do research and find out. So don't be too hung up on these physical attributes. You may miss the person that's meant for you. 7th reason why men are running away from you or are avoiding you is that you are too rude and you are too bossy. It's something that I know that women don't like to talk about these, they don't like to hear these, but it cannot be avoided. We have to just talk about it. We have to just mention it, because let us not lie to ourselves. The way we were created, men crave respect and women crave love. Let me play an example in your head. When you're eating your food as a woman and then you finish eating, your husband now comes and carry that plate to go and keep for you. You will say, this my husband loves me so much. A woman will interpret that action as love. But when a man is eating his food and he finishes eating and his wife goes and carry that plate and go and keep in the kitchen, a man will interpret that action as respect. Do you understand? In your heart as a woman, that is love you just did. But in a man's heart, he saw you, respect him after he finished eating his food. I don't know if the picture I'm trying to create in your head is you're getting it. So when you as a woman, you exude male energy, you're bossy like a man, you're rude, you find joy belittling men, rubbishing them, disrespecting them. My dear, there is no manly man, there is no real man that will stay with you. You may end up getting a guy that is a CC. This one they used to call CC. That used to behave smart, they will cry, maybe I don't even know what they use. All these mommy's boys, easy to control, all those kinds of things. Those are the kind of men that's likely be able to stay with you, And you as a woman will end up not liking them, because every woman wants a man that is a man. Remember, when you as a woman, you're too rude, you're too bossy, you are already exuding male energy. And one thing is certain, men don't really like men in the real natural sense of things. Men don't like men. Men cannot live in the same house and cuddle men in the real sense of things, in the natural order of things. So when you begin to behave like a man, men will avoid you. And then if you're telling yourself, but this, check around you, they hide. If you're like that, people will complain. Your friends will tell you. Even men that are your friends will still tell you, they calm down, they do so, life, no, they like that. And as a woman, if you're listening to me telling you that, you need to learn how to respect men. You need to learn how to respect men. And you're feeling triggered. You're angry already. You're like, I beg, everybody needs respect in their relationship. You need serious counseling. You need help. Trust me. Because if you carry this mindset and go into a proper relationship or a proper marriage, you would have issues. You should learn to respect your man. Even the Bible says that men should love their wives and women should respect their husbands. Because he knew that we see these things differently. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. 8th reason why men may be running away from you or be avoiding you is because they have noticed that you are very, very loose and very easy to get. So they've noticed that any guy that wants to, have a quick, nice time with you easily has this moment with you. You're easy to mess around with. Almost everybody that they know is a male that have come across you have been with you. So when you're so easy, when you just give yourself easily to anybody, people that know you and have heard your story would not want to take you seriously. So maybe this is another reason why men are running away from you, avoiding you, or not taking you seriously. So you're just wondering, but I'm a nice person, I'm very good, I'm very this. You have to have some class for yourself. You have to. Nobody wants to, take what is freely given, freely available, and keep it as something that is, treasured. Nobody wants to carry something that is easy and keep it as something of value, as something they can treasure. When it's easily gotten, what's the value in that? Where is the treasure? How you go take, treasure them? It's very easy to get. So, hello, the point of, having something special from that kind of thing is already gone. So if you're loose and easy to get, you have to start backtracking, rearranging your movement, changing your style. This is the 9th point, and the reason why men run away from you or avoiding you is when a man feels like you are too good for him. Now, out of all the points I've given, this is my best point. I really like this point because, girl, if you are hearing men say, you are too good for me, you are too nice for me, this is a good thing. In fact, this should encourage you to keep your standards. Don't for any reason begin to say, oh, maybe I should drop my standard a bit. I should reduce the way, I'm carrying myself and all so that the men can come to me. No. Don't do that, please. Please, this is the only point in this whole 9 points I don't want you to relent on. Don't relent. Don't give up and then say, oh, since they don't like it, let me just stop now. This one is very good. It's a good thing that you have kept yourself. You know what you want. You're not ready to play around. You're just there and you're doing well for yourself. So when a man comes to a woman, especially when men are just here to play and are just here to be foolish, when they come and meet a woman that knows her self-worth, she respects herself, she has her standards, and then she knows what she wants, people that want to play would run away from this kind of women. It's only a real man, a serious man that knows that, this is food fit for kings that can only come to you and remain. So please, never you drop this particular standard. If number 9 is your wahala, please hold on to it. Trust me, just a little time, and you see the man that's meant for you is going to show up. You don't need to change anything about this. Please do not change. As long as you know that you're not faulting in any way, all that you're doing is keeping up your standards, telling them, no, I don't do this, I cannot misbehave this way, and when you're coming around, you ask nicely, like, what's your plan? Because I'm not here to play. So when you keep your standards and you see men run, my sister, don't be discouraged. Keep keeping it. The man that's meant for you will come. So before I go, guys, if you know that you have one or two of the issues here, please try to change. It's very, very important. As a woman, there are some things that you need to do. You need to be soft. You don't need to be too harsh. You don't need to be too desperate. You don't need to be very easy to get. Guard yourself, babe. And the one that's meant for you will come. When you exhibit all these funny actions, most times, chase away the real ones or you attract the wrong ones.
Guys, thank you for watching this video till this moment. I hope you have subscribed to this YouTube channel if you have not subscribed, and I hope you have learned 1 or 2 things in this episode. Thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.